All right, so for today's deep dive, we're headed to the Mediterranean,
Oh, nice.
island of Panarea. And Derek are there building something pretty special.
Awesome.
They've opened their home and really their hearts to a global community through workaway.info.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know workaway.info, think of it as this platform where travelers can trade their time and their skills for a really unique travel experience and a place to stay.
Yeah, we're really diving into the specific world that Jenny and Derek have created on Panarea based on all this feedback from the people who have lived there with them.
Yeah, that's so cool about these deep dives.
Yeah.
You get to look at all these different perspectives
Yeah.
and get a real feel for a place.
For sure. And so Jenny and Derek, they've combined this like real escape from everything
Sign me up.
with this commitment to sustainable living.
Oh, wow.
They're creating a permaculture system.
So permaculture, that's a whole system of design where you're aiming to create self-sufficient and sustainable ecosystems, right?
Exactly. And Jenny and Derek have already implemented key parts of this. They use solar power, they collect rainwater.
That's impressive.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's hard for everyone though. You have to be a certain type of person to really get into that.
Yes, who really wants to be in touch with nature and with their hand. Exactly. And from their profile and the reviews that we've been looking at, Jenny and Derek sound like quite a pair.
Oh yeah, what they like.
Jenny seems like this ball of energy, super passionate about animals.
Okay.
Apparently an amazing cook.
Oh, that's important.
Everyone says her food is incredible.
Gotta keep those volunteers happy and fed.
Yeah, and then Derek's the engineer, always tinkering, building, improving, steady force behind the scenes.
I love that good balance.
Yeah, yin and yang. Yeah. But let's hear from the people who have actually been there.
Yes, let's get into the nitty-gritty.
One of the most detailed reviews we have is from Oliver and Shanika, who spent Christmas 2022 on Panarea.
Wow, Christmas on a Mediterranean island.
I know, right? And their review highlights the daily rhythm of it. Sounds like it's a good mix. They even mentioned being invited to dinner with locals.
Oh, wow.
Which is really cool. It seems like they were really integrated into the community.
That's awesome. A real authentic experience.
Yeah, describe Panarea as a perfect little paradise.
I wouldn't want to spend Christmas in paradise.
I know, right? But then we have Eva and Hyjay Gelmer, who were there in early 2024.
Okay.
Their focus seems to be more on animal care, working really closely with Jenny.
I can see the appeal of that.
And Jenny's feedback about them is amazing. She calls Eva a gift with animals and mentions their strong work. Yeah, sure. They also talk about activities like going mushroom picking and visiting this nearby volcanic island called Stromboli.
No way.
Yes, there's definitely more to it than just the work.
That's what I love about these workaway experiences. There's always something new to discover.
Exactly. All right. And their review is full of these really beautiful descriptions of the sanctuary that Jenny and Derek have created.
I like that, the sanctuary.
They say it's a place where animals bask in love and strong bonds are formed. I'm curious though, do you ever think that, definitely not, and well, all the reviews we're looking at are super positive, it's totally reasonable to assume that every experience is perfect.
Right, some people might not thrive in that kind of environment.
Exactly.
I wonder if we'll see any.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, back to Warren and Lisa. They also talk about the energy of both hosts, Jenny the organizer and Derek the builder.
I like that.
And get this, they even built a website for Jenny and Derek.
Wow, that's dedication.
It really shows a level of commitment that goes beyond just, typical work exchange.
Yeah, like they became a part of the family.
Totally. And that feeling of belonging seems to be a theme in a lot of the reviews.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's not just about completing tasks. It's about sharing experiences and creating these lasting memories.
For sure. And that brings us to Scott, who visited in the off season.
Oh, interesting.
His highlight was Christmas dinner with Jenny and Derek and the other workawayers.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Again, that sense of community and shared traditions.
It makes you wonder what it would be like to experience the holidays like that.
Right. Away from all the craziness and surrounded by... Okay, so next we have Masha, who spent 3 weeks there in early 2024.
Okay.
Described the farm as This unique place in the middle of nowhere, but still easy to reach on foot.
So you get the best of both worlds.
Exactly, that remote, tranquil feeling, but you're not completely isolated.
I like that.
And she also talked about the community aspect, spending evenings by the fireplace with all the animals and enjoying meals and conversations with Jenny and Derek.
Sounds idyllic.
Yeah, yes. Maja actually helped create a visual to-do list for future helpers.
Oh, wow. That's going above and beyond.
Right, exactly. And it's clear that Jenny and Derek have fostered this environment.
Oh, wait. Someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Hey there, this is Warren calling in. My wife and I, we were there in 2024, and the amazing things is that we're still in touch with Jenny and Derek today, and just so much fun. We're connected to them on a WhatsApp group, and we'll actually be going to see them again in 2025.
Oh, wow, Warren, that's fantastic to hear. It really speaks volumes about the impact that Jenny and Derek have on the people who visit. The fact that you're still in touch and planning a return trip really highlights the sense of community they've created, which is so amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool to hear from you directly.
It really emphasizes that these workaway experiences are more than just a transaction. It's about creating real relationships. We were talking about how there's a sense of continuity to the whole thing, and you being in contact with Jenny and Derek just underscores that.
Yeah, not just about the time you spent there, it's about becoming.
Absolutely, it helps us to see the bigger picture. Okay, so as we were saying, there's a real sense of continuity, like this thread that runs through everything.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that comes from Jenny. Like many of the reviews mention her welcoming nature and her generosity.
Yeah, she seems to be the heart of it all. The one who makes sure everyone feels welcome and, the flow of life there on Panarea.
Yeah, and speaking of flow, let's talk about Lauren and Ricardo.
Okay.
A couple who stayed with Jenny and her family in the summer of 2023.
Okay.
They were drawn to the beauty, the chance to connect with animals, and of course, Jenny's amazing home cooked meals.
Of course, always with the food.
Always, right.
Yeah.
They specifically mentioned the daily hikes up to the farm.
Oh, wow. So it's not all, in the garden.
Right. Sounds like there's a good balance of physical activity, too.
Yeah, if you're getting this workout, but surrounded by incredible nature.
Yeah, you're totally disconnected from the digital world.
Oh, yeah, total digital detox.
Exactly. All right, so then we have Anissa and Patrick, who visited in the spring of 2023.
Okay.
They also talk about that warm welcome from Jenny.
Okay.
Anissa around the house, in the garden, and with the animals. And Patrick's focused on eco-building projects.
Oh, cool. So he was using sustainable materials and practices.
Exactly. Minimizing their environmental impact.
I love that.
And they even got to know Jenny's brothers, Keith and Abraham.
Oh, wow. So it's a real family affair.
Yeah, it really seemed like they welcomed people into their family.
Yeah, that sense of belonging you don't get on a typical vacation.
Right, it's not just a work exchange, it's a cultural exchange too.
Yeah, sure. And you mentioned are making sense and lots of laughter.
Oh, that's nice. So it wasn't all work and no play.
No, exactly. They had some fun too.
And they created this little microcosm of the world.
Right.
People from all these different backgrounds coming together.
Sharing their skills.
Yeah, creating this temporary but really impactful community.
And speaking of impactful, let's talk about Laura.
Okay.
She stayed for a whole month in early 2023.
Wow, a month.
And she described it as landing in paradise.
I mean, we've heard that before, right?
Yeah, it's like a common theme.
Yeah, she was also really impressed by Jenny's cooking. I know, right? It really is consistent, like raves about Jenny's food.
It's nourishing their bodies and souls with these meals.
Totally. And in her response to Laura's review, Jenny mentions how helpful Laura was with all sorts of things, from animal care to feeding all the stray cats on the island.
Oh, wow. So she was really taking care of the whole island community.
Yeah, it wasn't just about her tasks at the farm.
So really embraced the spirit of the place.
Yeah, and not just couples who are drawn to Panarea.
Oh, right.
We have Christine, who visited in the spring of 2022 for her first ever workaway experience.
Wow, that's brave.
Yeah, she's a solo traveler, and she raved about Jenny's energy and hospitality.
Okay,
Said the work was totally doable.
that's good to know.
Yeah, she encouraged other people to just take the leap.
That's awesome.
And guess what? She also mentioned the food.
No way, I'm shocked.
I know. It seems like Jenny's winning hearts and minds one delicious meal at a time.
Food is definitely the way to a volunteer's heart.
For sure. All right, so then we have Cheyenne and Adam.
Okay.
And they're a couple who stayed for an incredible 2.5 months in early 2022.
Wow, 2.5 months. That's a long time.
Yeah, must have really connected with Jenny and Derek's vision.
Yeah, sure. And Jenny describes them as a dream come true.
Yeah.
She praised Cheyenne's organizational skills and her gardening talents, and Adam's easygoing personality and his musical abilities.
Oh wow, so they brought a lot to the table.
Yeah, it sounds like they really became a part of the community.
Totally. And they helped with all sorts of things from mulching and planting to building a greenhouse and caring for the animals.
It's so cool how people from all these different walks of life can come together and, share their skills and passions.
Yeah, really inspiring. Okay, then we have Caesar and Titan,
Okay,
a couple who visited in early 2022.
got it.
And Jenny mentioned this instant positive connection with them.
Okay.
Talked about their kindness, their work ethic, and get this, Taishan was also an amazing cook.
Oh, wow. So Jenny's not the only culinary star.
Right, it's like a Panarea cooking competition.
I love it.
And Caesar and Taishan were really impressed by the permaculture aspect of the project.
Yeah, not just about the work, it's about learning and growing too.
Totally. They saw it as this magical and inspiring place for anyone who wants to learn about sustainable living.
It's like a living classroom.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to Dominic and Anja.
Okay.
They spent 4 months at the villa in early 2022.
Wow, 4 months. That's even longer than Cheyenne and Adam.
I know, right? They must have really fallen in love with the place.
Yeah.
They described Jenny and Jarek as these incredibly strong people who are so dedicated to their dreams, and they radiate this contagious energy.
Oh, I love that contagious energy.
Right. And they especially enjoyed the hikes they took with Jenny and her dogs.
Okay.
The evenings they spent in the kitchen learning about Sicilian cuisine.
Always with the food.
Always, right. But it sounds like they really embraced everything about Panarea.
Landscape, the community, the lifestyle.
Exactly. And I bet they made some memories that will last a lifetime.
Yeah, sure. So as we're hearing all these stories, what's standing out to you?
You're really struck by this theme of connection that keeps coming up.
Yeah, with nature, with animals, with each other.
Yeah, like Jenny and Derek have created this really special place where people can stick outside their comfort zones.
And really connect with something bigger than themselves.
Exactly. And it's not just about the work, it's about embracing a simpler way of life and finding a sense of belonging.
Yeah, like a little utopia.
Totally.
Yeah. It's amazing how one small island can hold so many different experiences.
Right. It's like story adds another piece to the puzzle.
Yeah, and speaking of adding pieces,
Okay.
we'll talk about Marco and Alessandra,
Okay.
an Italian couple who visited in the summer of 2021.
Okay.
Their review really captures just how immersive the whole experience is.
Oh yeah. They say.
Well, they talk about how they were captivated by all the donkeys roaming free and tons of cats.
Yeah, we heard about the cats.
Yeah, just this overall sense of harmony with nature that you just feel on Panarea.
Okay, you can see that.
And they learned about permaculture, they helped take care of the chicken, and they even had these evening conversations with Jenny over wine.
Oh wow, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, right. Like a real idyllic escape.
It's interesting how so many of the reviews mention the animals.
Yeah.
Seems like a love for animals is a big part of what draws people to this experience.
Right, it makes sense.
Yeah. Then we have Bachman, who visited in early 2021.
Okay.
They were so inspired that they actually made a short documentary about the microfarm and its ecosystem.
Wow, that's awesome.
Right. Talk about taking your experience to the next level.
Yeah, for real. And they also mention building a dry toilet and helping with all sorts of other tasks.
So it's not just, petting cats.
No, definitely not. It's about getting your hands dirty and actually contributing.
Right. It's about really engaging with this sustainable lifestyle.
Exactly. And speaking of sustainable lifestyles,
Okay.
we have Fernanda, who visited in the spring of 2020.
Okay.
She described her time on Panarea as one of those times in life you won't forget.
Oh, these are the best times.
Right, and her review is so beautiful.
Oh,
She
yeah.
talks about Jenny cooking these delicious soups and the cats all trying to get treats and the dogs waiting for their dinner and just all the animals being so happy and content.
Yeah, it sounds like a real animal lover's paradise.
Yeah, she calls it the club of the happiest animals on earth.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, me too. And she also talks about how warm and generous Jenny and Derek are,
Okay.
how straightforward they are, and how much love and commitment they pour into all their projects.
It's clear they're not just hosting people, they're really creating a space for connection and growth.
Right, they're building a community.
Exactly. All right, so now for a really unique story.
Okay, intrigued.
We have Darielle and Nicholas.
Okay.
They visited in the fall of 2019 specifically to help Jenny and Derek care for a rescued deaf dog named Mina.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right. They traveled to another country just to help an animal.
That's true dedication.
Yeah, Jenny and Derek were so grateful. They praised Mariel and Nicholas for their love and care and patience in helping Mina adjust.
That's a beautiful story.
It really is. It shows the power of compassion.
Yeah.
As we wrap up our deep dive into Jenny and Derek's world on Panarea, what's the biggest takeaway for you?
You know, me, it's just this reminder that real connection can be found in the most unexpected places. Like Jenny and Derek have created this space where people from all over come together and they share their skills, they learn from each other, and they form these really strong bonds.
Yeah,
It's a testament to the power of community and the beauty of simple living and that deep satisfaction that comes from being in harmony with nature.
yeah, beautifully said. It's a reminder that sometimes the best experiences come from outside our comfort zones and just embracing the unknown.
Totally.
So as we say goodbye to Pizzeria, I want you to think about what unique experience you might want to seek out.
Okay.
Hidden gems are out there waiting for you.
Right.
The world is full of possibilities, and maybe your own Pinarita is out there somewhere.
I like that.
Okay, I think that's a wrap for today. It's been great talking with you.
Yeah. Next time.